summer night. Imagine being Chicago's only professional wizard, broke, heartbroken, and barely holding your life together. That's exactly where we find Harry Dresden at the start of Summer Night, the fourth book in Jim Butcher's Dresden Files series. Harry is a wreck. Susan, the woman he loves, has been infected by a vampire's bite and fled his life. He's obsessed with finding a cure, but instead of answers, he gets a knock on the door from Mab, the queen of the Winter Court of Fairy. Mab now owns a debt that Harry can't escape. Her demand: solve the murder of the summer night, or else. This isn't just about solving a crime. It's about preventing all-out war between the summer and winter courts of Fairy. And if Harry fails, the consequences won't just destroy him, they'll unravel the balance of the entire supernatural world. Setup and entrapment. Mab isn't asking nicely. She's binding Harry to her service, and the White Council, the governing body of wizards, backs her up. They're already suspicious of Harry because of his ties to vampires. If he refuses Mab, they'll throw him to the Red Court. So Harry is stuck. Play Mab's game, or die. His investigation starts with the funeral of Ronald Rule, the murdered summer night. Tension is everywhere. Both courts are circling each other like predators, and nobody trusts Harry since he's working for Winter. Here, Harry runs into two surprises. First, hostile changelings attack him, convinced he's siding against Summer. Second, he discovers that Elaine, his first love, the woman who broke his heart years ago, is back in Chicago. She's now serving as the emissary for the Summer Court. Their reunion is painful and complicated. Old wounds reopen, but Harry realizes she may be the only ally he has inside Summer. Deeper investigation. As Harry digs, he realizes this case is bigger than a single murder. Summer and Winter are both preparing for war, and without the summer night, balance is already unraveling. If the conflict ignites, Earth itself could be caught in the crossfire. Aurora, the Summer Lady, gives Harry a vague warning. Summer will strike at midsummer unless the stolen mantle of the summer night is restored. But Aurora isn't telling the whole truth. To get real answers, Harry ventures into the Never the spirit world overlapping our own. Here, Chicago looks dreamlike and strange, a reflection of itself. Harry encounters the Mothers, two ancient crones representing the primal forces of summer and winter. They reveal a terrible truth. Aurora herself murdered the summer night. She stole his mantle, transferred it into a young changeling named Lily, and then froze Lily in stone to keep that power locked away. Without Lily to wield the mantle, the Summer Court is weakened, and Aurora plans to use this imbalance to trigger a permanent shift of power between the courts. Tools and allies. The Mothers don't just hand Harry the truth, they give him a weapon, a magical cloth that can unravel enchantments, the only tool that can free Lily from her petrified state. Harry also learns he's not completely alone. Elaine, though caught in Aurora's web, still has lingering loyalty to Harry. She's trapped between orders and her conscience, and her quiet resistance becomes crucial later in the story. But with every revelation, the pressure builds. The Summer Court wants him dead. The Winter Court is using him as a pawn, and the White Council is still watching, ready to condemn him if he fails. The confrontation. Harry finally tracks Aurora to the stone table, an ancient monument that represents cosmic balance. Blood spilled here can permanently alter the power between summer and winter. Aurora's plan is horrifying. She intends to sacrifice Lily on the stone table, binding her stolen mantle into death itself. For Harry, this is the breaking point. He fights his way to the ritual site, but Aurora captures him. Elaine is forced to stand by, torn between obeying Aurora and saving Harry. At the last moment, Elaine subtly undermines Aurora's control, giving Harry the chance he needs. The battle that follows is chaotic and desperate. Harry, always outmatched by godlike beings, relies on wit, grit, and unlikely allies. In one of the book's most memorable moments, he unleashes a swarm of tiny fairies armed with box cutters. Yes, box cutters to attack Aurora. It's brutal, strange, and brilliantly creative, showing how Harry uses whatever weapons he can to level the playing field. Aurora falls, killed by the very forces she tried to manipulate. The ritual is stopped, and Lily is freed from stone, restored to life and power. Resolution: with Aurora's death, the balance between summer and winter stabilizes. Lily inherits the mantle of Summer Lady, and her friend Fix becomes the new Summer Knight. Order is restored, but not without scars. Mab, cold and calculating as ever, offers Harry an even darker role: to serve her permanently as the Winter Knight, her champion. But Harry refuses. He's seen what absolute power under the fairy courts looks like, and he knows the cost is too high. Back in the mortal world, Harry faces the White Council. Thanks to his success, they grudgingly spare him, though many still view him with suspicion. And finally, Elaine visits him. Their relationship can never return to what it was, but she offers him closure, and maybe the possibility of friendship. For Harry, it's not a happy ending, but it's a step forward. Themes and significance. Summer Night isn't just a murder mystery wrapped in magic. It's a turning point in the Dresden Files series. First, it expands the world dramatically. We see the full scale of fairy politics, winter versus summer, the power of the stone table, and how deeply supernatural balance affects our world. Second, it's a story about choices and consequences. Harry is constantly offered power through Mab, through Aurora's schemes, but he refuses shortcuts that compromise his humanity. Third, the novel emphasizes loyalty and redemption. Elaine walks a razor's edge between betrayal and salvation, and Lily's transformation from victim to leader shows how quickly the mantle of responsibility can fall on anyone. And finally, it's about survival in the face of overwhelming odds. Harry isn't the strongest wizard, but his stubbornness, resourcefulness, and refusal to give in make him stand out even in a world of gods and monsters. Closing Summer Night is a fan favorite because it blends detective noir, fairy intrigue, and emotional growth into one tight, thrilling story. It cements Harry Dresden as not just a private eye with magic, but as a key player in the supernatural balance of the world. So, what did you think of Aurora's plan? Do you believe Harry was right to refuse Mab's offer of Winter Knight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the Dresden Files.